Hello everybody, didnt here, and welcome to some ranked League of Legends gameplay, Rumble Middle. Some people have asked me to showcase my playstyle on Rumble Mid, because I talk about it and how shows do a lot, so I figured I'd do a video, just showing some random ranked gameplay. I'm not intending for this to be like a super informative video. I'll try my best to keep up commentary, but for the most part this is just how I play every game. I'm not going to be putting too much focus into showcasing any particular skill. Although maybe I will try and focus a lot on roaming bot lane, because their bot lane has high snowball potential. As you can see, we're up against a Zoe player, who's mastery 7 on Zoe. A Tryndamere player who could be a big issue for our Nasus. But the Nasus, he has the chance to win that lane. He went phase rush though, which is pretty bad into Tryndamere. I'm assuming the Tryndamere went Conqueror or something along those lines. Oh no, he went lethal tempo, so that's pretty bad for the Tryndamere, so top lane's kind of coin flippy. Zoe as Rumble is a kind of hard lane opponent. She puts out a lot of pressure onto you early game, and early game is like when you want to be putting down a lot of the harass on your lane opponent, like landing your harpoons and stuff. But you can generally survive the lane, and that's like all you could really hope to do against the abomination that is Zoe. So just waiting to load in here. There we go. So there's two starts you can do on Rumble Middle. You can go Doran Shield in the pot, or you can go Dark Seal. I'm in a lane matchup where, as I said, I want to survive, so I'm going Doran Shield. I recommend going Doran Shield into just a lot of matchups, unless it's like something you hard win, like a melee, like Zed or Yasuo, or maybe Talon. Talon you can probably get away with the Doran Shield too, though. Anyway, again, if you're not against a melee, you pretty much always want to skill your E. It's just good last hit potential, as well as the fact like it's pretty good at kiting things away from you. So I hit her with both tasers there, so she's gonna be kind of low. Well, not low, but she's gonna have taken a decent amount of damage. I'm not checking the bush because they have like pretty decent kill potential with the Leona support, and I don't want to go check this. So again, I'm just firing these harpoons into the bushes, just checking to see if they are like stacking up, trying to cheese or invade. But for the most part, I'm not running anywhere near that. Like, I don't want to touch those bushes with a 10-foot pole. I'll get destroyed. As Rumble, like, you're pretty tanky, especially with the Doran Shield start, but like, I'll melt if I run into them. Anyway, at the start of the lane, I want to push this as hard as possible, basically, because I have a hard roam pred style. I like want to help my jungler influence the game. So I want to get these waves in. Problem is, like, when I'm against something like Zoe and I start E, it can be pretty hard to get the wave in, because she has a lot of clear potential with just spamming her Q that costs like 2 mana. Like, as you can see, she's just pushing me in. There's like nothing I can do to stop it. So I'm gonna try and freeze this outside of the tower. I didn't quite get that minion, but you know, as you can see, she's just poking me out. But I don't really care. I have Doran Shield. Like, I'll sustain that back pretty easily. No reason to like panic chuck my pot or anything. My jungler's invading here. Now that I'm level 2, my like first priority should be getting 50 heat, but I'm in a situation where it's like really hard for me to generate that heat. But we got 50 heat now, so if that E had tagged there, we would have killed her, but whatever. She has no flash, so that's pretty good for us, and we didn't lose much of that minion wave. So just fire off me. As Rumble, I'd say if you want to learn this champ, the most important thing to do is always keep your heat above 50. Like, there should never be a situation in which you're below 50, like past level 2. With that E had like fucking crept past. So I can kill her if I hit her with an E, but for now I just want these minions. Going for the minions is a lot less risky than trying to kill the Zoe. So she's dead. And I'm fine. Yeah, I'm chucking a pot. So yeah, as you can see there, like, I knew she didn't have flash, and I knew this I'd get the Electrocute off like before the sleep fully triggered. So it's greedy of me to go for this, but my jungler's nearby. There he is. So I lived this, I just need to W. So we're good. So now I'm like 3 kills. So I'm pretty strong. I get a decent back here. Zoe's running up, so I'm not going to recall in this tri-bush. Which is probably what she expects me to do. I'm just going to recall like way back over here. She's leaving the wave because she's assuming I'm going to greed out with my recall. Yeah, there she goes. She just leaves it. So pretty much as Rumble, you always want to be rushing your pen boots. It's like such a significant power spike that like you never really want to forsake it for like any reason. Here, you know, get my ward, get my pot. Normally I'd like buy a refillable, but I didn't have enough, so it's whatever. As you can see, I'm down a lot of CS, but I picked up 3 kills, which more than makes up for the wave that I'm losing here. Anyway, as I'm coming to lane, I'm building up to 50 heat again, because that is like the most important thing about Rumble. It's just getting your heat up. Like, heat management is so key on Rumble. It gives you so much extra damage for like no reason. Like, your kit like is just god awful unless you're at 50 heat, just permanently. So whatever, I got a decent trade off there. I didn't realize that she still had a bubble up, which obviously she did. She hadn't used it, so I just guess I failed to play around that. I misclicked that ward. It was meant to go over the wall, but whatever. So this Zoe's like left lane to go somewhere, do something. She could be trying to impact bot lane, but for me, I don't really want to roam to that yet. I want to make up for the CS I lost earlier in the jungle fiesta. So just pushing this in, trying to get some chip damage on this tower. Pop my W, run away. That's like a pretty important thing I guess I should mention is you can spam your W on cooldown and you'll always remain on the same heat. Or at least you'd like end up like 10 down most of the time. So just like get used to spamming W a lot. Anyway, Zoe has Ignite here, so I don't really want to look for a 1v1, not without Flash. So I'm playing like just a complete bitch, even though I have like such a significant item advantage, and that's because I'm not used to like Zoe's. At least not like proficient ones. Like I don't know her damage. She popped the Ignite. I'm just gonna pop my W and leave. Well, that's a good enough trade for me. If she gets R and R towards me, there's like a neat trick I guess you can do as Rumble. You can R like where she started and then where she finishes, and you'll get like 4 ticks of damage. It's like pretty significant. Alright, and that's just roaming for me here. I don't agree with this roam like at all. That's a bad ult, but it like zones are often running in this way. Oh, Zin's doing blue buff. Alright, that's my bad. I guess I should have seen that he was clearing blue. So obviously a suboptimal play by me there, but I kind of figured, you know, she was gonna run this way, but she like juked back up into my tower area, and now the Nasus is farming my wave. Fuck off. Holy shit, get lost. Top lost, yeah I know, you're playing fucking Nasus. So it's unfortunate, but I'm not really not that triggered over it. I misplayed that 1v1. I should have just held my R. Or wait till she ulted. But I got her Ignite out. Like her real Ignite there, so whatever. Burning a summon is like not awful. That's one thing I gotta get used to like playing against Zoe is like keeping track of her actual summoners. It's like hard because I have no brain cells. So she's up like a bit of XP on her. I should have expected that. One thing, like, even though I say it's like you should never like, you should never really overheat. You can overheat if you're trying to like last hit. Like I do it just a bunch, even though like it's kind of a crutch and you should learn to last hit properly. Like you can still make use of the bonus magic damage. Oh, I whiffed my ult again. So obviously this gameplay probably not gonna have the sickest ults. This is like my first game of the day, but that's not really an excuse for an ult as like impactful as Rumble. I should definitely be being a lot more or a lot less ambitious with them. I should just be landing them for the first tick and not trying to juke them out or like see how they try and play it. So I should live this, like his ult does no damage. Just finish this off. His Infernal's pretty impactful for us, so finish that up and it should be good. So killed the Zoe there, which is good. It makes up for my whiffed ult. And the Ali played that really well, of like having the knowledge to just go in and just sacrifice himself. He didn't even die, which is like the best bit about that, but he was like willing to kill himself for it. So finish this off. I could try and greed out for playing, but she's already back, so there's no point. So yeah, she's gonna come stop my back, like an annoying piece of shit. I could stay here for this wave, but I'm like scared that I'm gonna get broomed on by the Leona, so I'm just gonna leave. Like I'm on a lot of gold. So, pretty much, you always want to be, brushing Leandries on Rumble. Like, it's just such a good item. It adds so much damage to your rotation, but you can get away with, like, building other items. Stuff like Morel and Omicron is pretty important. But you don't need to rush it. Like, you can rush Oblivion Orb into Leandries, which is something I do occasionally. But I wouldn't, like, emphasize rushing it like a whole lot. It's kind of, it's overkill at that point. Like you already have your pen boots. Like this should be enough pen to get you through the early game. That was a lot of fucking damage that she just hit me with. Don't hit me, thank you. So I'm against a champion with basically infinite mana, which is kind of annoying, because as Rumble you want to like outlane them with the fact that you have no mana cost in your abilities. But her Q costs so little. Like even at these later ranks, like I know it ramps up like pretty drastically, but it doesn't ramp up enough to keep Zoe out of the lane. Like she can just willingly spam it, and she has Lost Chapter, so I'm never gonna kill her, or I'm never gonna her and then just cheese her. Which is what I do against a lot of lane opponents. It's just I'd emphasize outlaning them. So as you can see, our jungler's coming in here, so I'm gonna try and like bait this out. Yep. That's kind of bad by me. I shouldn't have got hit by that. So I don't want to fight this until I have 50 heat. So I got my 50 heat now. And she got Pro Belt, which might change this 1v1. Oh my god, this top lane needs to like relax. He got the kill though, so maybe that's okay. I might be dead here. I'm definitely dead here, but we got the kill. And we ate like everything from her there. It was a decent 1v1. I got the wave out from my tower as well. I picked up a lot of it with my ult, thankfully. So she, I think that was her real ignite. I don't know. My team's like having a mental explosion over the Nessus. And as Rumble, like I should be trying to impact his lane a lot more, but I don't want to give this Zoe just full lane prior. Like a Zoe who like if I give her the chance to roam bot lane, she'll probably destroy my bot lane. Like, if she hits the bubble on Vayne, it's pretty doomed. If she hits it on Alistar, it's fine, because you can R out of it. But I don't want to take that chance. I'd rather be forcing her to stay mid lane and match me than me going top lane and giving her the chance to impact more heavily than me. Like, there's a few mid laners I don't want to give lane prior. People like LeBlanc and Talon who have pretty good roam potential. And Zoe to a lesser extent, like, she doesn't have the tools that LeBlanc and Talon do to, like, roam around the map super quickly, but she has so much burst damage that her roams can be over in, like, 2 seconds. My Nasus is in their topside jungle for no reason. He's getting roamed on. There's nothing I can do for him. Like, it's so stupid of him to be running there. So I'm just gonna try and clear these waves. Yeah, who's mentally exploding? Yeah, it's the Nasus. Figured. He's dead. We should do this. I don't know what the Vayne's pinging for. It's kind of annoying, but she's just mental booming. Whatever. Like, for a game with as many whiffed ultimates as this, I didn't expect it to go this well with a 7-2-1, but I definitely been playing suboptimally. I could be doing so much more for my team. But I'm not weighing them down actively, so, you know. It's still... This is how I would play most of my games. But generally, you don't have a top lane Nasus that, like, hardens your game. But, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. I could try and push down this tower here, but I want to just clear this ward. Well, this is bad. That crit. This is kind of unlucky. He rushed static. That's bad for us. Oh, bad for me, I should say, but I didn't have a shutdown, did I? No? Okay. That's pretty fine, then. Kinda sucks that you managed to roam over here, but whatever. So there's a few items I could build here. I'm gonna look at how much magic pen they got. One magic pen item. Oh, magic resist item. No other magic resist items. So building flat magic pen is like a pretty high impact thing. If they're building a lot of it, I could go into something like Void, but just one magic pen, like the flat 15 from this is a lot. Combined with the flat like 18, yeah, the flat 18 from Sorc shoes means like I'm gonna be doing true damage to their carries. Problem with that is I have to actually hit my ults. Alright, my Xin survives that. Alright, they don't have a ward in that side bush for Alistar, so... I'm gonna ping him that he can go for this. Might as well played by him. I don't know why my bot lane's roamed up here to take this wave, but whatever. Collapse for this guy. So here I'm gonna overheat because I got my abilities on cooldown anyway. Nah, we're not gonna get that Trinity. The Trinity just hard, like, went on me. There was not a lot I could do. Like, I W'd to overheat to get myself the shield, but everything was on cooldown anyway, so there was nothing I could really do. I just had to kind of stand there and face tank and hope that the team cleaned it up, but the Trinity got away, so it's kind of unfortunate. So, next, we can either finish our Morello, which could be good because the Grievous Wounds heavily impacts the Kayn who's going red form, or who went red form, and it impacts the Trinity. But instead, I feel like I'm just going to build Zhonya's. Like, the armor should help me a decent amount. Now she's gonna take my tower here because my team's trading it off for Rift Herald, and I'm okay with that. Like, losing this tower is fine. It's always gonna happen. Like, if it didn't happen on this wave, it was gonna happen next time I recalled anyway. And obviously I want to delay it, but that's whatever. Ah shit, that hit me. I'm fucking dead. Okay, I'm not actually dead. Nice. I did a lot less damage than I thought I would. She's kind of behind. She has a lot of CS up on me because I've lost hit like fucking garbage. That Kane's over there. We don't have a whole lot to do on the map currently. I guess we're rotating up onto this, which is good. That hit the Alistar, which is like huge. That's bad. I tried to slow him down with the ult, but nothing's coming of it. They're just gonna split push down bot lane with Lucian. So here I guess we just buff for a couple W's and just run and clear my wave. There's nothing I can do for that. I'm too far. He's dead by the time I get there. I didn't mean to overheat here. This could be bad if Zoe pops up or something. Well, we killed the Tryndamere. Like, that's pretty impactful, and Zoe just showed. So I'm gonna just overheat, clear this shit as quick as possible. I should get this tower. I don't know why that Nasus just flashed. That's such a waste of a summoner. My bot lane kills their bot lane. I get this tower. That's pretty good for us. And I get this uncontested wave. I'm gonna sit here. Why is she hitting it? He's just gonna smite. Ah shit. I didn't buff my W in time. I'm still not dead, but... Had to flash there. The enemy was just gonna 2-hit me. The Vayne didn't play that very well, but like, whatever. There's no point being toxic over it. Like the Xin Xiao's gonna do. Whatever. Sell my refillable here. Get some CDR. CDR on Rumble is a very two-edged sword. Like, you can Q more often and you get your ults up more often, but you have to play with your heat a lot more conservatively. This Zoe isn't doing her combos properly and it's kind of irritating me. There's everyone in my lane here just kind of taxing me, which is really bad because I'm Rumble and I like want to get as much AP as soon as possible for my ults, but whatever. I want to go clear this bot wave, but I can kind of just see my team collapsing without me, so I don't agree with that Herald usage at all, but whatever. Nice, he's dead. That was well played by my team. We get this tower now. And I dodged that bubble, which was really impactful. So we're getting flanked by Tryndamere here, behind us. Yeah, we should run out this way. This Vayne's going the wrong way. If the Tryndamere shows up, he just 2-hits her and no one can help her. Whatever. I don't agree with this. This is like super dangerous. They might not expect us to do it, which is like important if it's gonna work. Like if they run over here, we kind of just auto lose. I don't have ult to get us out of pit safely. Well, now they know, so we just have to finish it. Just commit to it. And that's why I'm not a jungle player, because I wouldn't have made that call. I would have been a lot more conservative and just reset. But hey, it worked out, so that's nice. Yeah, hopefully everyone there gets their reset, yeah. So that's pretty good at getting us back into the game. Like, we shouldn't need getting back into the game. I'm 10-4-4, my Vayne is 7-3. It's just the Tryndamere that does, like, so much for them. Like, having a decent split push outlet is giving them, like, a lot of freedom around the map. Because otherwise they'd have to group up into me and Vayne. And me and Vayne, like, if I hit a decent ult, we can probably 2v5. Especially now that I have Zhonya's, I can stall for so much longer. Yeah, Tryndamere's bot. And we can try and like play around how long it takes him to clear waves, because his build, like, he does have Tiamat and static, so he does clear waves kind of fast, but he doesn't take towers very fast comparatively, so we can afford to give him a lot of time. He also built Essence Reaver, which is just god awful on Tryndamere now. So we might get a lot of respite here from the fact that he's using like the old Tryndamere build, like maybe like a season and a half old. Anyway, I don't have wards and I should definitely be buying them, because as Rumble you benefit a lot from having that vision. As you can see there, that was like my EQ, and like 2 ticks in my Q ended up like almost killing that guy. Well, not almost killing, but taking him to like half HP. It's like a pretty significant chunk. I'm gonna come here and just clear this wave. I want my team to fight. I have ult, and we do like fights in the jungle, but I want to make use of this Baron buff while we have it. So our Nasus is splitting pretty effectively. I'm just gonna drag this wave over here. Well, that's Zoe for you. I should have seen that coming. I didn't figure I'd run over a ward, but I remember the Kane placed one there. So I'm just gonna stand with my team, and just ult and leave. Like, while we have Baron, we can afford to be kind of greedy with how we play this, because we have resets for every 4 seconds. So that was fuck with Nasus, but whatever. Ah shit. I had to flash there so that bubble didn't hit me. I don't want anything to do with this, dude. Yeah, I want nothing to do with this. They got her. That was nice. So that was a bit of a touchy 1v1. Or not 1v1, a touchy 5v5. Like, it looked like we were going to lose that for a long period of time. Like, when I overheated, I was like, ah shit, what have I done? But my ult, like, ticked out the Zoe and zoned her and pretty hard, and Leona was just ticking while she was CCing me, so it's like, whatever. Even if I ate, like, 6 seconds straight of Leona CC, it wasn't really that important. Like, I'd already dumped most of my damage. The Zonya's, like, helped buy me some time. If the Lucian had targeted me, maybe that goes differently, like, instead of him just leaving me in Zonya's and just not camping on me. I don't know. I would have played that differently if I was Lucian, but I don't know if it would have ultimately done the fight. I'm just gonna kite upwards here. I don't want anything to do with this guy. So I'm gonna probably clear Scuttle and just go buy some wards. It gives my Nasus some like pressure. Well, not pressure, but vision. That's pretty good. Like, I figured they'd rotate up because I like saw them in the topside river, but I didn't figure they'd like commit to that 1v1 or the 2v1 so hard. So our team needs to be like de-pushing bot lane here, but they're not. So I'm just gonna help them push. Oh shit, no I'm not. Oh, let's go Nasus. Unit. That's really good. Someone should be pushing mid. No, that's a decent dive. I'm just gonna push though, like while they fight. Like I'm not needed there. They had that shit without me, so I might as well make use of the time by pushing mid. So they have to either commit to stopping top or stopping mid. And it seems like this guy wants to stop mid, so whatever. I have fucking grievous wounds. I don't need to be too terrified. I don't know why this guy's TPing, but oh wait, he recalled. Okay, I see why he's TPing. So this game is probably not that good a showcase of how you play Rumble mid, because this is kind of more a showcase of how to fucking throw a game for the enemy team. That guy's dead. So the alley should be like face tanking the solution ult, but doesn't really know. So my ult there's going to do a lot of work over in that portion of the fight, so that's game over, I figure. Like, we have Nasus. So while this was kind of like a sloppy game, like in the end, like I feel like I showcased a lot of how you can push your ults and fight and be generally aggressive. Even though this wasn't the perfect game, I'd summarize it as a pretty good showcase of how I play Rumble, except for the fact there was like no roaming involved at all. But I kind of explain why. So I hope this video like inspired people to play Rumble. Like, he's a fun champion once you get the hang of him and learn how to manage your heat. So thank everyone for watching. I don't have my League client showing, so this is a black screen to end the video. If you want to see more Rumble gameplay or maybe a Vladimir guide, just feel free to let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.